Hello, welcome to the backup and restore training on Moodle. And I also will show you how to restore the new course standard into your new shell. First thing you would like to do is go ahead to your old content. Let's start with the old content first that you want to go into your new shell. So you would navigate over to your old content that you're going to put into the new shell. And what we're going to do, we're going to bag this up. So we're going to go ahead and navigate to that. And once here, we're going to go into our course management tab and click backup. Make sure when you're backing up that it does not, this box is not checked. Do not check the include enroll users. So go ahead to the bottom and click next. And I need to back up the whole course. So I'm just going to go to the bottom and click next again. And on this next screen, I will go ahead and click perform backup. It's that simple. Once it's backed up, we're going to go ahead and save it. We're going to rename it so we will know the backup name. And we're also going to make sure we put it to where we know where it is, where we can actually find it. Once you back up and get to this page, if you look under the user private backup area, the very first top line should be your new backup. So I will go ahead, right click on download, save link as, and go ahead and put it in my backup folder because I keep a Moodle backup folder. So I'll go ahead and put it in my backup folder and I will go ahead and rename it so I will know exactly where it is. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to put training on this one so I can know it's this. This is the one I will use. And this will be my backup. And save the file. So the course is backed up. Now what we would do is also go to the new course standard. If you do not have your new course standard on your dashboard, you can go to the Faculty Resource Center, which I will show you where it is. And you can click on this link to self-enroll into the new course standard. Now, if you do have the new course standard, if you're already self-enrolled into the new course standard, what you would do next is bag this up. Same thing, you would go up to course management. You would click backup. Do not check include enroll users and do the very same thing. Go down to the bottom, click next. On the second page, go ahead down to the bottom and click next. Now on the third page, this would tell you what you've included in your new course standard. So if you want all these weeks, all 16 weeks in the first blocks, you can go ahead and just go to the bottom and click it all. If not, you can go the previous page before that. On this page, you can select all or none, and I'm going to select none. And then choose which one you want. So if you only want the first few blocks, you would check none and choose these first few blocks and put in everything that you want in the first few blocks. The virtual office hours, the third-party course, online testing requirements. You'll go ahead and just choose these first few blocks and the blocks up under it. So you can go ahead and get it all the way to week 1. Because your content and being there, you will only need the first few blocks. Or if you do not have any content and just want the first few blocks, that's what you would do. So, and I hope I'm not confusing you, but I just wanted to stop and show you that. But right now, you just go ahead and click all and click next and go ahead and save the whole thing. Because when you restore, you can then choose what you want from the content. But go ahead and click it all, perform backup, and I already have it on my computer already. So we're going to go ahead and perform backup, and we're going to save it again to a spot where you know where it is and rename it so you can know the name. It will be easy to find. So once you backed up both and saved both, you'll be ready to start your restore. Okay. So go ahead and click continue. Remember, the very first line under the user private backup area is the last thing that you downloaded, that you backed up. So you can go ahead, right click, save link as, and go ahead, and it goes right to my Moodle backup folder. And you can go ahead and save this, and I'm gonna call it New Course Standard, and save. So once you have them both backed up, go to your new shell for the next semester. Let's go ahead and input our new shell. And once into the new shell, you can go ahead and click on your course management tab, which is the tab farthest to the left, the orange tab to the left with the gears in it, the cogwheel. So go ahead and click on your course management tab, and you're going to click restore under course settings. You're going to click restore. Now you want to choose your file you want to restore. So first, if you're going to add the course plus the new course standard, I would suggest adding the course first because it makes it a little simpler. So let's go ahead and add the content of the course into this new shell. And like, if you know exactly where it is, it won't be hard to find. And I stored it under training. So I go down here to T, and I'll go ahead and add the new course stand. I'm sorry, the new content into the new shell, the old content into the new shell. Okay. So as we add our content, which we backed up first, we're going to add it into the new shell. And then I'm going to go back and add the new course standards, some of those blocks on top of this. So we'll wait a few minutes for it to go ahead and restore into the shell. And just to save on the quiet time, the space, I'll go ahead and stop the recording until the file uploads. And sometimes it can take a minute, sometimes it can take 3 minutes or more. So however long it takes, just go ahead and let it upload. And we'll come back to this as soon as it restores in there. Okay, so it took maybe about 5 minutes or so for it to restore, for the file to drop in. So, you know, sometimes it may take a minute, it may take up to 10 minutes. However long it takes, you just let it roll. And once it drops in here, once the file drops in, you can go ahead and click restore. And I'm going to restore all of this content into the course. So I'm not going to even worry about it. I'm just going to go to the bottom and click continue. I'm going to restore into this course. it already defaults to merge the backup course into this course. So click continue. You won't have to worry about that button right there. Go down and click next. You don't have to change anything. If you want everything in it, just restore it and follow the prompts to next and continue. On this screen, we'll go ahead and perform the restore. And there you have it. We have our content into our new course, our new course shell. So this is the content that we need. Now the editing is already turned on. So now I want to add the new course standard in here because we need our resources and the policies over here to the right. So I'm gonna go ahead and add our new course standard in here. Go to the bottom, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add 5 topics. You can always delete them if you don't use them all. So I'm gonna add 5 new topics. And I'm gonna move them to the top. So you can click the star to the left of the name and just click all the way to the top because we're gonna add them all to the top. So click the star to the left of the name and click to the top. Okay, we're clicking the star to the left of the name and just clicking the top item, moving it up top. Last one. Okay, so let's move up and see what it looks like. And it should be under your welcome block. It will not go above the welcome block, but all 5 blocks, empty blocks should be up under the welcome block, which it is. Now they already have this one already has a get started here. So we can use this block. And we can put everything here in this get started block. They already have a third party block here. Now this resource will be to the right, so we really don't need this block anymore. And the student resources, all of those will are in the new course standard. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this topic block. We don't need that anymore. We'll be to the right in the new course standard. They have a financial aid communications, that's nice. We won't need this. This was just for that last semester. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this block. Now here's your Zoom, where you put your Zoom links, that's fine. And here's an introduce yourself. Now in the new course standard, that is incorporated under the get started. So we can change that later. Let's just go ahead and restore the new course standard right up in here in these first topic blocks. So what we would do is go up to course management. Under course settings, click restore. Just like we did for this. Now what we're gonna do now is choose the new course standard file. So, and I have it under new course standard or new course standard. I save it a lot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just choose any one of them. It's the same. I'm gonna put the new course standard in and upload this file. And once again, I'm just gonna let it run. Normally this is the longest part of restoring, just waiting for the file to drop in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pause the recording again and come back when it has actually finished restoring it in. So let's go ahead and pause now. Okay, we're back. Now that took maybe a little bit longer than the other one, but that's okay. So once the file drops in, go ahead and click restore. On this first page, you can go ahead and just go down to the bottom and click continue. On this page, as I showed you before, we're going to go ahead and restore into this course. We're going to merge the backup course into this course that we already have. Do not delete anything. Just go ahead. It defaults on merge, so go ahead and just click continue, restore into this course. On this page, normally you don't have to do anything. You can just check and see what your restore is including, your settings. But on this next page, the course settings, it actually is, this is where you will show what you want or what you do not want. Now we have content in the course, so we don't need all of this these weekly topic blocks from 1 to 16. We don't need that because we have our information in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and just select these up top. So I'm going to select none because we want all of these check marks to go away because we're going to choose what we want. We want the welcome block. We can use the syllabus. I'm going to go ahead and put our examples for the calendar that you can use in there. And the things that you don't need, you can just hide it from the students that you're not going to actually use. And you just grab what you need in here. Now go down to virtual. She had a virtual office hour in there, so we're not going to use that. Third-party course block was already in there. We're not going to use that one. In case you want to use respondents, even though with third-party courses you don't use respondents, but I'm going to go ahead and just put this in here and hide this topic block just in case you never know. So you check all the boxes with it. She has a start here box. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead just so that I can take the questions in here. Faculty bio. These things would have to be in there. We can hide the rest. Once you restore what you want, when you go in there, you can hide, delete, or whatever you want once you get it into the course. And we're not going to get any of the weekly topics. We're going to just choose next after I chose the ones that I want. And they're going to fall right into those upper 5 blocks that I saved. If you don't save those blocks up top, and as you see on this page, it shows what the red X's mean. I did not choose those. I did not choose any with the red X's. I chose the green check mark. So this is what I'm going to get in this green check mark. And it will go, the ones with the green check mark, and it will go to the top in those blocks that I put at the top. So we'll go ahead and perform the restore. If you do not add those blocks to the top, anything that you add will be mixed in with your content all through those topic blocks. So, and it'll take a while to clean up. So please first add empty topic blocks to the top of your course when you're adding the new course standard. If you have your shell, your information in your shell. Okay. Now choose continue once it restores, and let's take a look at it. As you see, first thing you see is now you have the right side. You have the policies, the library, and you have your resources. Over here, you see we put in some of those. She had class announcements, so we can just take this one out. We can hide the syllabus until they put their new syllabus in there, until they put the syllabus that needed in there. We can hide these 2 examples because it's not for the student. This is for the instructor to look at and maybe make a calendar, choose which one they want to show their calendar as. So we're going to go ahead and hide those. Attendance is already hidden. It's not for the students. This course evaluation, that's hidden to whenever you may need to use it. I'll go ahead and delete these topic blocks because nothing dropped in them. And for the online testing, the respondents, since this course uses a third party, we'll go ahead and just hide this. Hide the whole topic up there. That way, in case they ever want to use it, not using a third party, they can. It'll be there. Now, they have a start here, right here. And I put this one in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move this information down to the start here. Let's get started block. That was already there. So I'm going to add the faculty bio there. I'm going to have any questions to be asked there. We're going to go ahead and put them down here. And we're going to go ahead and delete this one out. Okay. Now the course objectives, these are the learning objectives that you're going to put into your course. I'm going to go ahead and move that below. Let's get started. We'll go ahead and put that down below it. And I'm going to move this third party course up. Let's go ahead and put it above get started. So we just drop it in there right above. You know what would be simpler? Let's go ahead and just move get started below everything else. We have the course objectives. There's also a financial aid communications. I'm going to go ahead and move that up in the virtual office hour block. This introduce yourself block, we're going to move to the get started, and we'll be able to take that out. That way, it will not be so many topic blocks they have to go through. So let's go ahead and move this one. Oops, didn't mean to click on it. And it needs to be updated, but let's go ahead and move this one up. Before I do that, I'm going to just move this whole topic block because the instructor may want to keep this. They may want to use it. If not, they can always delete it. So I'm just going to move this up for them. So once you do back up and restore, basically this is it. All you have to do then is clean up, move things around the way you want them, hide items, delete items. You just make this course the way you want it to be. So once I drop this down, I'm going to put the course objectives right before the first weekly topic. And as you see here, we have the welcome. The online testing is hidden. You have the third party topic block where you put your third party information. Here's even a financial aid block and your introduce yourself block. Now there's a virtual office block and the let's get started. Normally the introduce yourself will go to the let's get started. So I'll leave it right here, right at this moment. I just go ahead and leave this block and let the instructor decide if they want it or not. But that's it. In a nutshell, that is how you back up and you restore your content and then add the new course standard on top of it. Thank you.